Shalom. Shalom, Yesharala. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Grand Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wa Barakatham to the 144,000, as well as the rest of your elect. May peace and blessings be unto your households. It's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. And in this quick lesson, we're going to get into, cast not away, your confidence, man. Right? Cast not away the confidence, man, your faith that you have in Yahweh Shem Shai, especially when all hell breaks loose, man, when Jacob's trouble is really amped up because, we are already in Jacob's trouble. We're just in the beginning stages we're in the beginning stages of it, right? And it's going to continue to intensify and get worse and worse and worse, So, and it's really gonna, man, you're really gonna need to hold on to your faith when you're gonna be surrounded with people with no faith, and someone try to sow doubt into your ear, maybe, because you don't know where we're gonna be when all hell breaks loose. We could be in a family camp. We could be on a run. We could be in the woods somewhere. I don't know. But just know that you're going to be somewhere, as you're going to be surrounded by a whole lot of unbelievers. So that's why you really have to, kind of land back off my last lesson, man. You have to want this truth for you, for yourself. You got to want to build your relationship with Yahweh Shem Shai, because that's what's going to matter in that day, man. Right? As scripture goes to, I know it's in Proverbs, how, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but riches delivers from death. But righteousness, Slakia, delivereth from death. Right? You have to know these scriptures for yourselves. Right? Not saying that you got to be able to quote every verse, every word, every verse word for word. You ain't got to be able to do that. I mean, it helps, don't get me wrong, but it has to be what they say. It has to be in you. This word has to be within you, man. Because if it's within you, then guess what? Wisdom is going to meet thee in your thoughts, man. With these scriptures that are already within you. That's why, brother says, not brothers. Well, brothers too, they do say it, but scripture says, man, blessed is he that readeth, man. Because when you read, it's like a constant reminder of these things. You're constantly getting filled back up with more of the word. Ultimately, man, you'll read something. It might be the same thing, but sometimes you read something, you're like, oh dang, I didn't know that was in there right there. I usually read like a verse up or something. Now I done read a couple verses down. It's like, oh shit. There's many times where that happened to me. It's like I'm so used to talking about this one verse that when I read like up or down, it's like, oh shit, it even goes in like two. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Hebrews chapter 10 verse 35. It says, "Cast not away therefore your confidence, your faith, which hath great recompense of reward." Exactly. So don't cast away your faith, man. Right? That has a great recompense of reward, man. There's reward for holding on to your faith, man. Holding on to your faith to the very end, man. Because what the scripture, man, say, man, the Lord said, "Shall I come and find faith? Not shall I come and find who knows the most breakdowns and who can break it down to me the fastest and the most, detailed." Yahushua's not coming to that. Now, don't get me wrong. It is, of course, you should be learning the breakdowns, of course, but you're not finna not make it because you don't know all the breakdowns. There's things that you have to know. You have to know the names of the Lord, and you have to know about the MOTB, and to not take it, pretty much. Right? Them are like two of the biggest things you really need to know. Who you are, in your power, the power's name, and pretty much not to take the MOTB. Because there's gonna be people that come in the last hour. You think they're gonna be able to get all of this? Not really. The only thing they're gonna know is there's gonna be some people all they know is the names of the Lord and not to take the MLTB, bro. There's gonna be believers like that come in at the very last hour, like barely making the cut, pretty much. And that's all they're gonna know, more than likely, man. They ain't gonna know. They might not know about the story of Job, right? They might not know about Adam and Eve, how and the snake, how the snake wasn't an actual snake, it was a person. They might not know about all that, but they do know Yahweh Shem Shai. They know, man, that's the MOTB, and I'm not taking that. In the names of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's how it can play out. This is me speaking as a man. But there is going to be some that come in at the last hour. If they come in at the last hour, think of it how it was for you when you first came to the truth. How much did you know? Probably not too much, So, yeah, continuing on, I'm going to get Revelation chapter 3. Verse 11 says, "Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown." Man, don't lose your crown to this devil, man. Don't lose your crown to this devil. Esau, don't lose your crown to no woman. Right? Don't fall out the truth over no damn woman, over some piece of box, man. Okay, yeah, we get it, man. You sex deprived. You going through it. You want some pussy. We get it, but don't fall out the truth over that, though. It's not worth it. The Lord's gonna bless you with plethora of box, man, when the time is right. Because everything, they be going through dry spells where, a woman just not checking for you right now. But the Lord got it set that way because he wants you to focus on him. That's the only reason why that ever happens. It's so you can give more time to him, focus on him, right? Build your relationship with him. Other than that, the Lord be like, okay, you good. Go ahead, man. As long as I'm the main thing. Go ahead, have your woman. But yeah, don't lose your crown, man. Right? Hold fast to what thou hast, man. Stick to the scripts. Stick to what you learn. Right? And pray. Man, pray to Yahweh Shem Shai, man. That's Apostle Rakal said, man. Keeping that medicine strong, man. Keeping that medicine strong, man. Prayer, man. When you go out, as well as when you're coming back in. Because as things intensify, man, it's going to require more faith to get through what you got to get through. The trials and tribulations that are ahead of you. As time goes on, it's going to require more faith, man. Scripture said, man, a just man falls 7 times and rises up again. 7 times goes into a complete amount of number. However many times your walk requires for you to fall. And that varies for every brother. Some brothers fall more than others, some less. Some brothers might fall harder, some not as hard so all the time. Either way, you're going to fall. So it doesn't matter. It's all and all the falls are catered to you, to the Lord, what the Lord wants for you, right? Man, because you're not this brother, you're not that brother. No, you're you, right? So don't look at another brother walking like, man, because Satan would make you do that, man. Fuck all that, man. Just focus on you. What can you do to please Yahweh Shem Shai? Praying that you don't lose the faith when the time comes when you need to hold on to it. Right? Hell, you need to hold on to it now. But it's going to get a time where it's going to be even harder to hold on. It's going to require more faith because of the things you're going to be going through. Things that's going to be happening. Like, let alone how fast it all can happen. Shit, look at Job, man. He lost his family like all in one day, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he lost his family like all in one day. It's like if I am wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure he lost it all in one day, bro. Everything. That's how fast things can change. You can lose it all just like that. And the question is, are you going to still believe, though? Because if not, then that's you, bro. It doesn't matter. It's not going to hurt us. It's you. Of course, we will want you to keep the faith and keep serving and keep fighting, of course. But if you don't, we still got a job to do ourselves. We got to keep going. So don't cast your faith out, man, especially not now. It's not in the fourth quarter, not in clutch time, crunch time, whatever you want to call it. Especially not now, bro. Because there's people getting weak in the faith. Hell, there's people, bro, there's people waxing worse, man. These false prophets waxing worse and worse. Worse and worse, man. Lord willing, I can't do a video on it. On Deacon Hakai and Hassad, what they said about the other nations being able to judge Jake, which is stupid as hell. I didn't really get to watch the full video. I only heard the beginning part, but that's a listen for another time. But bro, keep the faith, man. No matter what. Sirach. I'm gonna get Sirach. Fuck. I'm gonna get Sirach 14. I love that scripture. It helps me in my loneliness, man. This is Sirach chapter 14 and verse 2. It says, "Blessed is he whose conscience hath not condemned him, and who is not fallen from the hope in the Lord." Right? Because what does Satan go, right? Because a lot of times you just got to slow things down, man. What does Satan go? When Satan's fucking with you heavy and stuff, what is his goal? To knock you out the truth. His goal is to get you to stop serving Yahweh B'Shem Shah, whatever it takes. Whatever the Lord allows him to do, he's going to do it to its fullest. Okay? So, whatever it takes, man, he wants to knock you out the truth. But it says, "Blessed whose conscience was not condemned them, and not falling from the hope in the Lord," man. So don't fall from that hope in Yahweh B'Shem Shah. That, man, one day you're going to be changed. One day it's not going to be like this anymore. You're going to see Yahweh Shah one day. And if you see him, man, you want to make him proud. You want to be standing 10 toes down for Yahweh B'Shem Shah, keeping the faith, believing in him, even despite the sight of your situation, of what you're going through, whatever it may be. That's how you want to be. All right? I'm going to go ahead and get this. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 3 says, "Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all that the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness," man. So don't let everybody unbelief trouble you. Questioning your belief. Why do you even, just like Job, when the woman, you still hold fast in our integrity, curse the Most High and die. His woman, bro. His woman done turned on him. After being with him and having everything, but she was there when he lost it all. And Satan didn't take away the woman, and you see why. Because Satan used her against Job. And Job like, nah, fuck all that shit, boy. Hey man, I received good. I mean, shall we not receive evil? Job was going through it, man. He was really going through it, man. But he stayed 10 toes down for Yahweh B'Shem Shah. And he got rewarded for it, bro. We come in that same stead, bro. We going through stuff, and guess what? It gets worse. It gets worse. Sometimes, hey man, you might catch a little break. The Lord might turn down the stove a little bit, but guess what? That he gonna get turned right back up. And when it does, man, you got to be able to endure it. You got to continue to believe. Right? And you really gonna need that the most in a time of Jacob's trouble, when it's amped up, really, man. When it's like at its climax, when it's up there, when it's just chaos, man. You're gonna need it the most then. Speak to myself first and foremost, man. I'm gonna need it the most. Right? You knowing scriptures is what's gonna help you a lot. Isaiah 33:6, "Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time." So you knowing the scriptures is gonna meet you in your thoughts. But that's not going to be the reason you make it. It's going to be by your faith. Ephesians 2:8. For by grace through faith are ye saved. Your belief. Even when you go into the Gospels, man, I think it primarily Mark, he'll say it like the way Yahushua would say it. He'll be like, thy faith has made thee whole. It's either Mark or Matthew. It's like it. Be like, man, your faith has made you whole. Meaning what? Your belief in him. So your belief in Yahweh B'Shem Shai was going to really allow you to make it. But you got to pray for that. Not only for that, but, that's one of the most important things to get, other than wisdom. Which is the root of wisdom, is the fear of Yahweh B'Shem Shai. But anyways, Lord willing, y'all was edified, man. Keep the faith, man. Keep the faith, man. Do whatever you have to do. Fast, pray, do what you got to do, man. Keep the faith. But, Lord willing, y'all was edified. I want to end it off by saying, Kal Halal Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time I say, Shalom, Yisrael.